Hey guys, haven't done one of these vloggerinis in a while, but I figured that I would just give you guys a quick update on what's going on. Where are them streams at, Zach? Or where are those videos at? Um, for the past month or so, I have been trying my best to stream every single day, it didn't matter what I was streaming, whether it's the Resident Evil series or Kingdom Hearts or this or that. Near Automata or Neo or blah blah blah. I've been trying my best to stream every single day. And the reason for that, because I don't typically do that, the reason for that is actually in a month here, towards the latter end of August, I'm actually leaving YouTube, which I have talked about before. It's no big news or anything like that. I'm going to be off of YouTube because I'm going to be living in the dorms for college, and it's just going to make creating content practically impossible for me. So I'm gonna be off of YouTube for 3 or 4 months, and then I'll be back for like winter break for a couple weeks, but then I'll be gone for like 3 or 4 months again, and then I'll be back, for summer break or spring break or whatever. But basically, it's just easier to say that I'm gonna be off of YouTube for a while. And so I wanted to get you guys as much content as possible over my summer break. So I've been trying to stream every single day, but recently, I've ran into a lot of hiccups with that plan. I mean, there was a lot of hiccups when I was originally moving from Vegas now to Arizona. A lot of hiccups there because it was a pain in the ass and I had to get everything unpacked and set up again. So those were some hiccups. But recently, here in Arizona, we've been getting hit with a lot of storms. At least my area has, whether they're monsoons or dust storms. And it's been taking out our power and stuff like that. And it's super annoying, and you would think that these people would be like, oh, hey, we kind of have like giant storms in like monsoon season. Maybe we should, I don't know, put some money into some better infrastructure so our power doesn't just go out when these monsoons happen. I don't know. Call me crazy. That's what I would do, at least, if I was in charge of, I don't know, funds or whatever, but they apparently don't. And so as a result, that's made streaming every single day and streaming consistently very hard because my power's in and out. It's off and on, and then I'll be like, okay, time to start a stream. It'll go off, and I'm like, well, if I start a stream, then basically it's just going to end prematurely due to the power cutting, which is very annoying. On top of that, I have just been getting a little bit of annoyance, just a little bit, from my internet service provider, because even though I am one of their highest paying customers because I have like their fastest internet plan, and I'm also, apparently according to them, I'm paying for a plan that less than 2% of their customers actually need. So I know for sure I am one of their highest paying customers, and I am just not getting the consistency that I want. On top of that, it's super annoying that in 2018 we apparently have data caps. Those are still a thing for internet, I know. So you can have a gigabit per second download speeds, but you're still only going to have a terabyte a month for your data cap, which is just so dumb. You're basically paying faster speeds so you can hit your data cap faster. You can get unlimited, but it's some obscene amount extra. It's like $100 extra or something like that. I pay them $30 an extra for an additional 500 gigabytes, and I'm still, with streaming every day, along with just general internet usage, I'm still going over that cap, which I believe that's like 1,500 gigabytes or something like that, since I have an additional 500 on top of the terabyte. So because I've been hitting those data caps, I thought, okay, it'll be better if I just lower my quality, because previously I would stream at very high quality. I'd be streaming at about 12,000 kilobits per second, 1920 by 1080, and in 60 FPS. Like, my stream quality was something I was very proud of, and I spent a lot of money on my internet and on my PC so I could give you guys crisp, clear 1080p 60 FPS streams. And so this data cap shit made me go, okay, well, I have to drop from the 12,000 that I do all the way down to 4,500 kilobits per second, and I have to drop the quality from 1080 60 all the way down to 720 60. And even with lowering it by that much, streaming every single day, I have still managed to use about 90% of my data in like 2 weeks, which is insane, guys. So I don't know how the hell these people, I mean, I guess if you're a full-time streamer, you're making money off of this, right? Or whatever, or you monetize your content. I don't monetize any of my content, and I never will. But I suppose if you do, then you just pay for the unlimited or whatever, I guess. But between the power outages and stuff, the getting ready for college coming up, which is a hassle, and also the internet issues, it's just not very feasible for me to stream every single day. And if I did, then it would be very stressful. I was getting stressed out because I felt bad. I felt bad when I was like missing a day of streaming, or if I went 2 days without streaming, like I felt bad about it, which I shouldn't, because it's just a hobby, right? And no offense to you guys or anything, but I don't owe you guys anything. I really don't. I know that, you know, people feel entitled when they subscribe to a content creator of like, man, this guy, he owes us content. But listen, you can unsubscribe just as easily as you subscribed. I didn't ask you guys to subscribe. I never ask people to subscribe. And so, you know, it's 100% your decision, but I don't owe you guys anything, and I shouldn't get stressed over the fact that I can't make content, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's my life and there's a lot of things more important. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that those contributing factors were it was just leading me to become stressed over something that should be a hobby. It should always be fun. There should be no stress whatsoever, which is part of the reason I don't monetize my stuff, just to avoid any form of stress that I could get from it. So I'm going to be streaming on a lot more relaxed schedule, maybe once or twice a week. I still want to play the games that I said I would play, like finishing the Resident Evil series, but I'm just going to do it at a much slower rate than I previously was. I originally wanted to do the entire Resident Evil series in 1 week, streaming every single day, and every day doing like an 8-hour stream. And that just burns you out, dude. It burns you out, plain and simple. And so as a result, I'm going to try streaming once or twice a week. If you're interested in knowing when I'm going to be going live, then I do have a Discord. The link will be in the description. It always is for all of my streams as well. And feel free to join. I try and keep everybody updated on there if I'm going live, or what the plans are. I ask people what games I should play. So that's still the plan. Ideally, I would like to stream for sure every Saturday so I can do Spooky Saturday, but Saturdays are very hard for me because of internet issues. Weekends especially are really hard for me to stream, because now that I live in an apartment complex, which I haven't done in like a decade, I've lived in houses forever. The annoying thing about apartments is that there's a lot of people all on one server or 2 servers for one ISP. And so as a result, you kind of, if you want to stream and you want to have the fastest speeds, you need to be doing it when everyone's at work or away, because once everybody gets home and they're turning on their Netflix, everyone's internet is chugging along. And despite all of my inquiries to Cox about getting a private server for just me and telling them I will pay them however much they want for me to have a private server, and I know that they do it because there's people like Ninja. Sure, he makes a lot more than me, obviously, but there's other smaller streamers as well that have it, and you can pay the ISP to come and install a private server, and then you don't have to worry about anybody being on your speed because it's just you. And then you also don't have to pay for stupidly high speeds, because the reason you have to pay for those stupidly high speeds that you're not even getting the most of is because you're sharing with everybody else. So then you can just pay for like a smaller plan, but I'm ranting. Anyway. Don't get me started on the ISPs and the net neutralities and all of that, okay? That's what I wanted to say. This video's too long, but whatever. I don't care. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Hope you all are having a great summer. And I'll see all of you in the next video or stream. Rooney. Bye.